Good Sunday evening, and thanks so much for watching 27 News at 10. I'm David George. A Topeka woman who spent most of her life battling cancer is taking the time now to reflect and share her story. 27 News reporter Gabriel Johnson spoke with Dory and her family, and he joins us in studio tonight to tell us about her next milestone.
That's right, David. Well, Blessed Beyond Belief by Dory Dotson is now available on Amazon to anyone in the country. It tells the story of Dory, who was diagnosed with a rare cancer at 13, and her journey through recovery. As a softball pitcher in junior high, Dory says she was experiencing the best summer of her life to that point. That was until she received MRI results that turned her life upside down.
I was told I wasn't going to get to play softball anymore and I wasn't going to be able to ride a bike anymore. When I was 13, I got diagnosed the first time. Then when I was 15, I got re-diagnosed and had a second surgery. Then I got diagnosed the third time.
She underwent 3 surgeries to remove as much of the tumor as possible. Dory and her family later learned the tumor, which is called pleomorphic xanthroastrocytoma, or PXA, was extremely rare. It affects 1 in every million people, and for Dory, it was located in a dangerous area.
I have this part of a tumor that can't be removed because it's so close to the brainstem and the cerebellum. So I'm just trying to figure out ways to stabilize the tumor right now.
After years and years of doctor visits, chemotherapy, and anxiety over her tumor, Dory began making progress. However, this cancer unfortunately has no short-term plan.
It's just kind of been a roller coaster, it never really ends. And so I think it's important that people know that too. There's no real end to this whole thing.
As far as Dory has come, she credits much of her progress to God and her family. She recently published her book titled Blessed Beyond Belief, which tells her story of family, recovery, and faith.
My cousin gave me a book and it said Dory's Journeys, and it was just like a journal, and it reminded me, I should write about this whole journey. I want others to feel encouraged about what I've been going through. They can apply it to their story and situations.
And the support has come from all over, but especially Dory's hometown in Carbondale, where she had a recent book signing.
It was pretty neat to just see people show up and really be inspired by the book. So when we see reviews or people say that they want a book, it really helps us a lot.
Inspired by Dory's strength to persevere and tell this story, her younger sister Katie wanted to help Dory with the cover art.
Yeah, I came up with that, and I just thought it was very fitting. Like she mentioned, it shows our backyard in Carbondale where we grew up, and we just had this big open area, and she and my dad would pitch to each other.
Now, Dory says things are looking up. Recently, monthly MRI check-ins tell her that the tumor has either shrunk or remained stable, but most importantly, it has not grown. If you're interested in reading about Dory's journey, it is available for purchase, and you can find that on our website, KSNT.com. Working for you, Gabriel Johnson, 27 News.
Gabe, thank you so much, and she's doing very well, it appears. We wish her the very best.